What's up YouTube, it's your girl VIP Panda and I'm back again with another video. This video is going to be about my 10 absolute favorite animes of all time. And if you guys are interested in watching any of these animes, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. If you've ever seen any of these, make sure you give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, let's get on with the video. So number 10, the anime is called Yu Yu Hakusho. It takes place in modern day Japan where a 14-year-old teenager named Yusuke Urameshi, and he's kind of like a delinquent. He causes trouble, he gets into fights, he's a little bit rebellious, so he's off doing his teenage world things. But then he's struck by a car because he's trying to save this little boy from being in the street, and he pushes him away and he gets hit by a car. Then he ends up in the spirit world. He gets confronted by a ghost or spirit named Botan, and she's his overseer. She's the one that tells him what's going on, like, okay, you're in the spirit world. She gives him like the 411 about what's going on. And he was able to get granted back to life by Kuenma, who is the ruler of the underworld. He gives Yusuke this task where he's supposed to be an underworld detective where he goes and investigates demons that are living currently in the modern world. You guys need to check the anime out. It's great. It has tournaments. There's a love story involved. You'll really get to grow with the characters and fall in love with them, and then there's a character for each and every person. My number 9th pick is this anime called Erased, A Town Without Me. The Japanese translation is Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. It's about this guy named Satoru. I think he's like in his late 20s in the series. He lives with his mother and they kind of have like a okay, decent relationship, but his mother ends up getting murdered in her home, and he has this ability called revival where he's able to go back to the past before like a climatic event such as his mother's death. But you guys have to watch the anime. I can't give away too many details because it's just one of those animes you kind of have to watch to understand. It is definitely top 9 on my list of favorite animes. Definitely check out Erased, A Town Without Me. You will not regret it. My number 8 picked anime is called Clannad, and also Clannad After Story. A very, very great anime. It's a tearjerker. It can get depressing in some aspects, so if you guys are kind of looking for like a love story that has like a eerie theme, you should definitely check it out. But it's based on this protagonist named Tomoya, and he's a high schooler. He has family issues. He lives with his father, and his mother passed away when he was younger. His father turns to gambling, and he's an alcoholic, and they don't have like a great relationship. So one day he gets into a fight with his father, and his father kind of makes him feel like he doesn't want to come home. So he kind of stays out, and he ends up staying with one of his good friends out in the town. But he still attends school, and he is in his 3rd year. I believe he's a junior. So he's starting his new semester, and he meets this girl named Nagisa. She's supposed to be a grade above him, but she failed because she has this sort of illness that prevented her from being in school. And they meet in this sort of drama club setting, so they get to know each other, and it's actually really good anime, guys. This one, like I said, it's a tearjerker. It's very emotional. For this one, it made me cry. I was bawling. I'm like, oh my gosh. But you have to watch Clannad, and you have to watch Clannad After Story. I believe there's an OVA, and you don't really I didn't watch the OVA. I just watched Clannad and Clannad After Story, so definitely check it out. Ranked number 7th is Beastars, and this one's kind of popular. I know a lot of people have seen this one. I actually got this one recommended from a friend, and after they told me about it, I was like, oh my gosh, this anime, it's so good. It's carnivores and herbivores trying to live in this civilization together. And it focuses on this high schooler named Legoshi. He's a gray wolf who is kind of misunderstood. Everyone sees him as this scary killer wolf guy because he, gray wolves are known to be carnivores, and they eat other animals and very small animals and stuff. Legoshi kind of struggles with his impulses because he is, I believe he is 17 or 18 years old in the series, so he's still growing into his adolescence. But at his school, apparently there was a death of a former classmate, and it's an alpaca. Somebody kills him and then eats him. They're trying to find out who it is because they don't have a culprit. And also the cool thing about this series too, it kind of has like a love story between a wolf and a small dwarf rabbit. So it's like, whoa, that's like, how does that even happen? But check out the anime. It's really, really great. They only have one season right now. I believe they are coming out with season 2. I think it's this year or next year. I'm not too sure. But check it out. Amazing graphics. Oh my gosh, the graphics are so good. Definitely check out Beastars, guys. You will not be disappointed. The 6th anime on my list is Grave of the Fireflies. It is a Hayao Miyazaki film, Studio Ghibli. If you guys have seen Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, the same creator of those made Grave of the Fireflies. And Grave of the Fireflies, it takes place like post World War II or current World War II. The story is based off these 2 children. One of the kids is named Seita and his sister is Setsuko. And it kind of shows you the struggles of what the Japanese dealt with after the atomic bomb. It's probably one of the saddest animes I've ever seen. And I mean, I'm not trying to really exaggerate, but to me, I cried my black ass off. I cried so much during this anime. It's probably one of the best anime films I've ever seen. And it is a little bit older. It's an older school generational film, but I always recommend this anime whenever anybody asks me because I'm telling you, it's up there. That's why it's ranked number 6. Now we're moving into my top 5, okay? Number 5 on my list is Samurai Champloo. Old school anime. It's dope. It's an anime that kind of takes place in the Edo period, Japan. So it's during, you know, samurai time. You have the main characters, Mugen. He's a rebel. He does whatever he wants. He's actually my favorite character. I love Mugen. If I could live life like Mugen and never get arrested and not get in trouble, that's my guy. He's dope. And Jin, he's a Ronin, and a Ronin is a samurai who doesn't have a master anymore. So he's kind of like a wanderer, and he stumbles upon Mugen. And they end up having this sort of rivalry against each other. And then along comes Fu, and she's this 15-year-old girl who tells both of them that she needs their help to find this samurai that smells of sunflowers. And so they both agree, they put their differences aside and agree to accompany her and try to find this samurai. What makes this anime so dope is that it incorporates hip-hop, and its graphics and its art is so original, and the fight scenes always have this dope ass music. It has a great playlist. Definitely well-deserved 5th spot on my list of top anime. So now we're moving to number 4 on my list, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This one's a very, very popular anime. Absolutely enjoy it. It's so well written, and you kind of have to commend the Japanese for writing such crazy stories, because I would have never ever in my whole entire life thought about writing something so bizarre as this. It's based on this family whose last names are Joestars, and it's a generation throughout each story of the anime. The beginning starts off with the main protagonist, which is Jonathan Joestar, and his family adopts a son, and his name is Dio Brando. I believe his last name is Brando. And they co-inhabit with each other, but Dio is kind of jealous of Jonathan, and he doesn't really like him because Jonathan's like the complete opposite. He's sweet, he's funny, he's kind. Sweet and kind is the same thing, but he's like a very well-rounded guy. And then Dio, he's just this spiteful, jealous pain in the ass. I'm just like, when I was watching this anime, I'm like, Dio, what is your issue? Why are you so bitter? I don't want to give too much away because there's so much that happens in the first story that it's really hard for me to kind of tell you guys about it, because you have to actually watch it to understand. He's like the stink meaner, literally like the stink meaner of this anime, and he comes Okay, no, I can't tell you guys about it, but you guys have to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you guys seen this anime, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up, like I told y'all, and let's continue with my list. So the number 3rd anime on my list is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan has proven its spot as number 3 ranked on my list. Attack on Titan is based on a world where humans live in these walls that are surrounded by titans, and what titans are these giant humanoid creatures that eat other humans. And isn't that ironic? The first episode popped off and I knew I was hooked as soon as I seen the first episode, and I was recommended this anime by a friend. I've already caught up to all the episodes and I cannot wait until it comes out. I believe it comes out in September of this year, and I am stoked. I think it's September, but I am stoked. I'm hooked on Attack on Titan. You guys have to watch it. The protagonist is named
Eren Jägermeister. What the fuck?
The protagonist is named Eren Yeager, and he's accompanied alongside Mikasa, who is his adopted sister, and Armin, who is this family friend of theirs. And they're all young. I think they're about maybe like 11 or 12 when everything kind of happens, and then the Titans end up breaking into the walls, and then all hell breaks loose. So that's all the details I'm gonna give you guys there, and definitely check out Attack on Titan, also known as Shingeki no Kyojin, which is the Japanese title of the anime. Number 2 on my list is My Hero Academia. I am glued to My Hero Academia, you guys. I absolutely love this anime. I didn't think I was actually gonna like it because it does focus on a group of high school students. At the beginning, the character is about 12 to 14 years old, so he's a little young, but a lot of stuff ends up happening in the anime. So it becomes, as they get older, the themes become a little bit more mature. So a lot of stuff happens, but basically it's this protagonist named Izuku Midoriya, and he wants to become a hero, and he's really inspired by this hero named All Might, dope hero that he's admired since he was a kid. And in his civilization, about 80% of the humans that inhabit his world have this power, or it's called a quirk. You're born with this quirk that you get to develop over time and learn how to use it. He wasn't born with a quirk, and he still wants to become a hero, and that's the whole purpose of the anime, is to learn how to master your quirk and then help save lives by using it. Definitely, guys, check out My Hero Academia. I'm sure you've heard the hype. Everybody's probably talking about this anime. For sure, it's up there. My Hero Academia is like everything. Okay, and some honorable mentions that would have been on my list, not as the number 1, but in general on my list, would have been Hunter x Hunter, but I haven't seen all the episodes yet, and I'm still currently watching it. And the other one is Tokyo Ghoul. I did finish the whole series. Obviously Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't put Dragon Ball Z because I feel like everyone says Dragon Ball Z. Another honorable mention is Naruto Shippuden, but like I said, everyone loves Naruto, so I was just like, it would have been redundant for me if I put it on my list. So number 1, absolutely number 1 anime favorite of all time, GOAT anime, even though it's such a great anime, and that is Inuyasha. And a lot of people will be like, what the hell, you put Inuyasha on top? First of all, Inuyasha and I, we got history, all right? The first anime I've ever watched was Inuyasha, and I fell in love with Inuyasha, and Inuyasha set the ball game high for me to continue to have a love for anime. And I put it as number 1 because, like I said, it's the very first anime that I watched, and all the other animes at the time when I was younger, it didn't really meet my expectations. I mean, you had like Fooly Cooly and Cowboy Bebop, which is good, Black Clover, Black Butler, Fruits Baskets, or in high school, Vampire Night, Fumo wo Sagashite. I've seen a lot of animes. However, Inuyasha is such a great storyline, has amazing music, very great graphics, very well written. Even the filler episodes, I enjoyed them because they had a lot of comedic moments in them, and you grow to learn the characters. You get to pick favorites. But let me tell you guys about the series. So it takes place in modern Japan. The female protagonist is named Kagome. She's about 15 years old. Her family has this shrine that she falls into on accident. Where the shrine gives her the ability to travel back to the Sengoku period Japan, which is one of the feudal eras. And she stumbles upon this half dog demon named Inuyasha. She meets him and he's stuck to a tree where he was pinned there by his past lover named Kikyo. And he's awakened after he meets Kagome, and and he thinks Kagome is Kikyo, so he tries to kill her. But then he knows that she has this sort of jewel that he really, really wants, and the jewel gives you like this immortal power. Her family possesses the jewel shards just to keep her safe from any demons and attacks and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot going on in the anime, but I probably didn't explain it that well, but it's a really great anime. Definitely #1 on my list. And even though I try to tell myself like, oh man, but there's better anime than Inuyasha. Inuyasha set the foundation for me and my anime loving self. I mean, a lot of people could argue that, you know, Pokemon was still around and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but no, Inuyasha was it. It's the best anime I've ever seen. And I do plan on rewatching this series because they are coming out with a sequel series. I believe it's either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. So definitely go ahead and check out Inuyasha if you haven't. I absolutely love it. #1 on my list all day, any day. And if you guys agree with me, leave a comment in the comment section below, or go ahead and like this video. Let me know what you guys think. What animes do you guys like? And do you guys agree with my list, or do you guys disagree with my list? And if you guys know there's some animes that I didn't mention that you think has the potential, leave them in the comments and I'll definitely go watch them, and then I'll come out with another list maybe down in the future, or I'll have like a top 20 list. But yeah, let's continue to make this a thing because it's so fun. All right, guys, this has been VIP Panda, and until next time,